the West went through some form of a recognition that the Western frame of reference is not the frame of reference, but a frame of reference. And I think a lot of people in the West were not quite sure how to deal with that.
We still aren't.
Yeah, which leads to a lot of conflict. And one way of
And
dealing,
doubt.
Yeah, and one way of dealing with that is to say that our way is right and everyone
Yeah,
else's
that's
way is
right,
wrong, and
that's
we need
right.
to enforce our view
Yeah.
on the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And
then
some
you
of-
get a kind of ethno-fascism that can develop out of that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
Yeah,
it only
well, that's
backfires.
got its problems, let's
Yes.
say.
Another way of dealing it that is equally bad is to say, well, we need to dissolve. We have an identity crisis as a result of this. And so maybe those guys are better than we are. And I think the appropriate solution lies in the middle. The golden mean is to say that we have a particular frame of reference, and we see that in South Africa all the time, that there's a Western frame of reference, but people who aren't Westerners don't have that frame of reference. The appropriate way to deal with that is not to try to enforce your way of thinking onto the other, but to try to find a way where there's mutual recognition and respect between different perspectives.